It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
Hello there, neighbor. Our neighborhood hasn't been rolling that smoothly lately. I, for one, have been wondering how to fix it.
Hi, Miss Holland.
Hi, Morgan.
So today we wanted to ask you a few questions about the trash project.
Sure.
So when you guys came up with this experiment, what was your initial goal?
Well, Mr. Kitties and I designed this experiment actually last summer, and so we've been thinking about this for almost a year now. By the time we got grants to buy the weights, as well as all the trash cans, it was spring, so we actually wanted to start it in the fall. And our idea was to make you guys as students more aware of your impact on the ecosystem and to realize how much waste we actually do, not only as a school but as a society. Okay, so guys, what we did, so go ahead and hold that for me, is that every day we were supposed to actually weigh the trash, but we ended up doing it every week because we didn't really have that much trash. On this meter here, it actually will record the kilograms. And so you pretty much grab it, you check it out, and then we simply switch it, and then we will just take this, dump it outside, and we're actually not recycling our trash here at Tesoro, which is your guys' goal, is to figure out how we can do that.
Seeing what Miss Holland said, there are many ways we can help our neighborhood. Here's one of them.
Natural compost can improve soil structure by decreasing pH levels, increase the plant's ability to hold nutrients, and absorbs water much more than other fertilizers. This decreases the amount of water needed for plants. By definition, compost is the biological decomposition and stabilization of organic substrates under certain temperatures to produce a final product that is stable and free of harmful visitors. Decaying vegetation, whether a rotten fruit broken off from a tree or uneaten leftovers that is placed on the ground, provides minerals and nutrients that fits an organism's need. Nutrients that are given off not only include nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but the micronutrients of manganese, copper, iron, and zinc as well. Compost, furthermore, provides organic matter necessary to the structure and moisture capacity of soil. Other accomplishments made by compost includes the prevention of pathogens from entering the soil and the improvement of plant resistance to disease, making it less harmful and more useful than pesticide. In our age, we are desperate for fuel. With the way we're getting it and using it now, we are also damaging not only the environment, but ourselves. Cars directly contribute to the ozone hole, but luckily, compost is an eco-friendly alternative. As it decomposes, compost produces a gas that can be synthesized into ethanol. Ethanol is a quasi-renewable energy that can replace the use of fossil fuels. But what led our ozone layer to be so bad? Not just things we hear about every day, like cars, cities, factories, and even cows, but landfills. Compost can absorb gas emissions like methane. This gas has 21 times the potency of other greenhouse gases. Methane is released from landfills, but if a layer of compost is placed on the waste, it can reduce 30% of gas emissions in the atmosphere. This will take the strain off of our plants. The use of compost can also start algae blooms in deteriorating aquatic areas. Instead of using chemical fertilizer, the soil conditioner would decrease water pollution.
There are many solutions, such as genetically modified crops and fertilizers with many chemicals, but the real answer lies in composting. Compost benefits the world through environmental, social, and economic issues. With compost, we can clean areas that are affected by pollution. We could distribute compost to regions with pollution and have the compost clean the pollution and make the land more farmable. The bacteria in compost use toxins as food, which improves soil quality in return. Compost is moreover low maintenance because the microorganisms in compost have the ability to retain nutrients and moisture. This low maintenance solution will have a huge impact on the areas affected by drought, especially in California. As California's water supply continues to drop, we can continue to maintain our farms and save the water for desperate situations. Compost has a huge impact on social issues. GMOs and fertilizers have caused organic food prices to skyrocket, which causes low-income families to receive unhealthy diets. Using compost, we can improve soil quality, which can be used to grow organic food and restore this unhealthy balance. Over 24% of compost is made out of organic material, but only 8% of Americans do compost. Compost benefits the economy too. In fact, many of the environmental benefits have a hand-in-hand relationship with the economy. Its ability to retain nutrients and moisture leads to a bigger profit when selling the crops. If we decided to give up GMOs and fertilizers, we would reach an economic high while maintaining a healthy environment. Compost also creates a healthy economic cycle in which businesses supply farmers with their organic waste in which they make compost. The farmer then supplies the company a portion of their earnings. The cycle benefits both parties as well as connecting the rural and urban world in a healthy manner.
There are many ways to reduce the amount of food being wasted, and all of them are very simple. Food waste can be minimized in the home, community, and worldwide by doing some of these easy ideas. Preventing waste, making a garden, and composting. There is so much food waste around people, starting in the home and specifically the kitchen. Many times a child will throw a fit over dinner and only pick at their plate, leaving the majority perfectly edible and still untampered with. Then, unless that family is desperate for food, the natural tendency is to throw it away. It may not seem like a big deal to throw it away, but if a household just threw away one plate of salad a day, that's quite a bit of lettuce and vegetables going to the dumpster. A way we can prevent that is by planning better. If a family knows they will not eat a certain food, then they should not buy it. Or if they know people don't love that food and almost always be wasted, they shouldn't buy it. Another way to help get rid of the scraps that always turn up when making dinner is by doing a backyard bin for composting. Composting is really easy. All you have to do is get started. If you do complete this composting process right, you will have super healthy and beneficial soil for your own garden and yard. This is a much better alternative to using artificial or chemical fertilizers that will negatively hurt the environment. As a community, there are plenty of ways food waste can pile up, including through local restaurants, schools, and even just the amount of food found in trash cans all around the town. We can fix that by doing a community compost bin or by starting a community garden. It's a beneficial idea that will help get rid of as much food waste in our environment and will help produce more food for the community. The community could also make separate food waste bins next to trash bins and plastic recycling bins around the community. So get composted.